Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. It's a noticeable story. If you are solo stand and can't see other members, then this story isn't for you. You are on wrong channel. Watch the story carefully, then comment. Be respectful and don't embarrass yourself. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. Have you ever looked at someone and thought their life must be easier than mine? They get everything very easily without any struggle. They have no worries. Their lives are just perfect, like a fairy tale. Have you ever wished to have a life like the one who smiles confidently, the one who earns well, the one who studies less but gets more marks, the one who seems to have everything sorted, the one who is good at everything, the one who seems so cheerful, the one whom everyone loves? But what if we are all making the same mistake? What if the people we envy are also barely holding themselves together? What if the people whose lives we wish to have also wish to have ours? Four men and three boys were standing outside an old residential house at night, holding their bags awkwardly. They were tensed because after coming here, they found out that they had been scammed by the broker. They had already deposited the rent for the whole year, but upon arriving, they realized that the broker had made the same deal with six other people as well and had now run away with their money. A tall man was talking on the phone while the others waited with hopeful eyes. Boy 1: I'm sure there must be a misunderstanding. This house is looking allotted to me. I told the broker that I want a small and cute house. Look, this house is exactly like me, super cute. Boy 2: excuse me, this is my house. I have a key. Look, you all are uninvited here. Boy 3: but I also have a key. Showed the key. This is my house. The broker sent me a photo of this house and its address. Men 1: can't you all stop fighting with each other? He's talking with the agency. Soon we will know whose house this is. Men 2: you all are so noisy. And why are you shouting? Is there any loudspeaker fit in your throat? Man 3: look, he's coming. Tall man: guys, there is a good news and a bad news. What would you like to hear first? Man 1: good news. Tall man: we came to the right place. It's our house. Boy 1: I know it. This cute house is this cute boy. You all came at wrong place, but don't worry. I will help you to find your home. Men 2: will you just shut your mouth or you want something? Showed him his fist. Men 3: stop fighting, guys. At least let him complete. Looked at tall man. Tell us the bad news. Tall man: bad news is We have to share this house for the whole year. Everyone shocked. What? Boy 1. But why? This is my house. Why would I share it for you all? I already paid the rent for the whole year. Boy 2. I have also deposited 7 million won for the entire year's rent. Boy 3. Yeah, I have also deposited 7 million won. Man 3. It means we all deposited 7 million won to this house. Man 2. I already had a suspicion about how he could rent us a two-storied house at such a low price. But Dad Froster told me that it was an old residential house, which is why the price was low right now, and that if I deposited the rent for the entire year in advance, I would get the house at a discounted rate. Tallman, he said the same to me. That's why I deposited the amount in just 2 days. Boy 3, it means my whole year's hostel fees. Now, what will I say to my parents? Boy 1, I told my parents that I already shifted. They told me to do video call them. Now, what will I show them? Boy 2, my dad warned me before giving money to me. I lied to them. I don't even tell them about this house. I wanted to give them a surprise. Now, what will I say to them? Man 1, relax, kids. Don't panic. First, let's go inside, then we will think about what can we do next. Come with me. Man 3, yes, babies. Let's go inside. We are with you. You aren't alone. With Dad, they all went inside. All three boys were very scared. It was the first time when they tried to do something without their parents' consultation. They were scared to face their parents. Menvan looked here and there. Not bad. It looks good. I thought just like a money scam, this house will be a scam too. But it's in good condition. I honestly didn't expect this. Sit on the couch. I think all the rooms are upstairs. Man 3 stepped down from the staircase. I checked. There are 3 rooms. They aren't big, but enough for sleeping. Tall man. There is only one washroom, but with a separate shower area. Man 2. So it's a 3 rooms, a hall, kitchen, and washroom set. Not bad. Man 1 looked at boys. Terrified face. Relax, boys. We will find some solution. As for now, we are going to stay here together. So first, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Kim Shokjin, 28 years. I work in a clothing brand showroom as a head manager. Men 2, I'm Min Jungi, 27 years old. I work in a corporate company as international business development manager. Tallman, are you serious? You are international business development manager? Jungi, why would I lie? Tallman, oh no. I didn't mean that. Actually, I didn't expect I would ever meet a development manager. Jungi, what's special about my job that shocked you? Do I look like an alien? I'm also a human like you all. Tallman, no, leave it. I'm Kim Namjoon, 26 years old. I'm a financial advisor. Man 3, I'm Jung Ho Shuk, 26 years old. I'm a choreographer. You can call me Hobby. June. You are also 26. What's your birth month? I'm September born. Hobby. I'm February born. So I'm your young. Looked at boys. So baby 1, baby 2, baby 3. Will you introduce yourself? Boy 3. I'm John Jungkook, 18 years old. I'm a high school student. Boy 1. I'm Park Jimin, 20 years old. I'm a first year university student. Boy 2. I'm Kim Taeyang, 20 years old. I'm also a first year university student. Hobby. Great. So baby 1 and baby 2. Do you know each other before? Who is elder? Jimin. No, we don't know each other. I'm new here. I completed my schooling in Busan. The broker met me when I was about to pay hostel fees. I found this house is cheaper, so I gave the amount to him. I'm October born. T. Same. I'm also new in this city. I'm from Daegu. I'm December born. I lied to my parents. They will kill me. Jimin pulled T in a hug. Don't be scared, soulmate. I'm in Seoul University. Is there any chance you are also studying there? T looked at him and slowly nodded his head. I'm also studying there. Hobie, look, you got a friend too. Looked at Cook, who was looking so sad. What happened to you, baby 3? Cook, I'm the youngest here. I don't have any friends. T pulled him in a hug. Don't worry, we will be your friends. Cook, really? Thank you so much. Flashed his funny smile. Yoongi, what about our deposits? June, I have talked with the agency and they said the broker already made the deal so they can't do anything about it. He scammed other people too. They informed to the police. Right now they don't have anything to pay us. So we have to live together for the whole year. As a compensation, they gave us this house. Yoongi, are you serious? We have to babysit these 3 kids? I want peace and they are so noisy. T. We aren't kids, Grandpa. Jin. Guys, don't start now. There is already so mess. We can't handle more. So can we focus on resolving it fast? Everyone. Okay. Jin. There are only 3 rooms and we are 7. Who will sleep where? Hobie. We 4 can share 2 rooms and these babies will share a room. June, I don't have any problem in sharing as long as you will keep your hands and legs to yourself. Yoongi, then you can share a room with me, but I work till late. Do you have any problem with that? June, I sleep early, but it's okay. I will manage. Hobie, done. Yoongi Hyang and June will share a room, and I and Jin Hyang will share another room. Jin Hyang, are you okay with it? Jin, no problem. T, I have a problem. I never share a room. I need a bed. I can't sleep without hugging. Hobie, then it's a problem. The bed isn't big for you 3. Jimin, no problem. I will sleep here on couch. This couch is big enough for me. I will keep my stuff in our room. Cook, I will sleep here. You can sleep in the room. Jimin, no Cook. I will sleep here comfortably. I am very adjustable. I can sleep anywhere. You and T sleep in the room. Jin, okay. This sleeping problem is solved. Now come on, another problem. Tell me who will do what work. I mean cooking, cleaning, laundry, etc. Cook. But why do we need to do any work? We can hire a house helper. June. Cook. House helper will be very expensive. If we can do our work by ourselves, then we can save money. T. But if we will do work, then how will we get the time for our work? June. Everything will be sorted out. Trust me, everyone will get proper time for themselves and their works. Let's start with cooking. Who can cook? Jin. I will cook. I know how to cook. June. Great. So cooking will be Jin Hyang's responsibility. Now, next is cleaning. Who will clean the house? Hobby. I will do cleaning. June. Great. So cleaning is Hobby Hang's responsibility. I will make the budget and take care of the other expenses. Yungi. Outside the housework is mine. I will bring groceries and other stuff at a cheaper rate. I know some people. June. Great. Now all the big work is done. Now only small works are left. T. I never did any work before. Cook. Neither did I. Jimin. Me too, but whatever work you will give me, I will try to do sincerely. June. You don't need to worry about anything. We will here to help you all. T. You will do laundry. Cook. No, I will do laundry in my hostel. I did my laundry, so I can do it. June. Okay, so Cook is in charge of laundry and T will do dishes. T. Okay, I will do it, but I am not an expert. Jin. Don't worry, I will teach you. Jimin. And what will I do? Hobby pressed his cheeks. You will help me in cleaning. I need a helper to clean the entire house. So, baby one, will you be my helper? Jimin smiled. Of course, I will be Hobby Hang. Yoongi. So now everything is sorted. Looked at June. Good job. Looked at Magnus. Call your parents and inform them about your shifting. Looked at T. Don't lie this time. Left with his bags. T nervously. Okay. Jimin placed his hand on T's shoulder. Don't worry, soulmate. I will talk with your parents. They won't be mad. T looked at Jimin. Thank you, soulmate. Hobie, that's good. Let's go, guys. We should arrange our bags. June. I will order the food for tonight. Today is my treat. With that, everyone had their dinner. After arranging their stuff, Jimin came back in the living room with his blanket and a diary. He jumped on the couch and started writing it. Jimin. Today was very exhausting day. I was really scared when I found out that I had been scammed. But later I realized I wasn't the only one this had happened to. Still, something very good happened to me. Now I'm not alone here anymore. I found 4 Hangs, 1 Magne, and 1 soulmate. From now on, we will all live together. Everyone is very kind. I behave well with all of them, just the way mom and dad taught me. All the Hangs are very smart. We were all frightened, but the Hangs handled everything so well and even found a solution to the whole problem. I was especially impressed by Jun Hyang, the way he solved everything so easily, as if it had never been a problem. And not only that, everyone listened to him and trusted his words too. I have truly become his fan. I also wanted to become someone like him, wise and capable of resolving problems in an instant. Time skipped at next day. Morning was the rush. Everyone went to their work, school, and university without eating because the kitchen hadn't settled and there were no groceries. In the afternoon, Magnus arranged the kitchen stuff with the help of Hobie and ordered some kitchen essential after consulting with Jin. It was night. June and Jin were in their room. Hobie was dancing along with Cook. Hobie was engaging Cook because he was very hungry and if he fell asleep once, he wouldn't wake up again to eat. Jimin and T fell asleep while waiting for Yoongi, who hadn't returned yet. Yoongi slowly unlocked the door and entered, but got shocked to see T and Jimin sleeping on the couch and Hobie and Cook dancing. He didn't expect them to be awakened. He thought they all might have slept. Cook saw Yoongi and stopped dancing. Cook happily, Yoongi Hanky, finally we will get our dinner. Jin Hang, Jun Hang, Yoongi Hang returned. Ran to upstairs while happily screaming. Yoongi, what happened to him? Why is he screaming? Pointed his finger on T and Jimin who were sleeping. Why are they sleeping here like this? And why were you dancing? Hobie, give him a glass of water. We were waiting for you to have our dinner. Cook was hungry and sleepy. I was dancing with him to prevent him from sleeping. And they too, women, have slept while waiting for you. Yoongi, shocked. What? You all were waiting for me? For dinner? Are you insane? Who told you to wait for me? You closed his eyes. Forget it. I'm coming. Serve dinner fast. Ran to his room. Hobie went to women and shook him. Baby 1, baby 2, wake up. Yoongi Hang returned. Let's eat the dinner. Then you both can sleep. Women opened their eyes. Dinner. Yoongi quickly came back after changing his clothes. Jin and Hobie served the dinner. Everyone silently eating their dinner. Yoongi broke the silence and said, Yoongi, none of you need to wait for me for dinner. I used to come late. Jin, no, we will eat together. I only know how to cook. I don't know who eats how much. And I don't want anyone to stay hungry or eat less. So we will always eat together. Try to come home early. Yoongi, I don't have any fixed time to return, but looked at Magnus who were eating with their closed eyes. I will try to come on time. By the way, food is so delicious. Jin, thank you. Hobie, today we arranged some groceries, but we need proper grocery for whole month. Otherwise, it will be very expensive for us to buy on a daily basis. Yoongi, no, I will bring the groceries tomorrow. Just give me the list. Jin, I will give you the list after consulting with Hobie and June. Cook stood up. I'm done. T, me too. Rested his head on the table. Jimin, I'm done too. Rested his head on T. Yoongi looked at them. They are so sleepy. Seems like they haven't stayed up till late. It was their first time. June, Jimin, T, Cook, go and sleep in your room. T, still closing his eyes. But I have to do the dishes. Jimin, closing his eyes. I will help you, soulmate. June, no need to do anything. I will do the dishes today. You all go and sleep. Tomorrow you have classes to attend. Women cook. Okay, Hang. Good night. Left. Women cook left from there. Tea cook slept in their room and Jimin fell asleep on the couch. June was doing the dishes. Hobie was helping him. Jin brought the paper and pen. Jungi prepared the coffee for everyone. Now they all were helping Jin to make a monthly budget and grocery list. They all were grown up men. Most of the time, they all stayed up whole night for their work, so it wasn't big deal for them. They never shared the house with anyone before, but still tried their best to manage everything and not putting any burden on Magnus as they were still so young and survived on their parents' pocket money. Hyang Lang became friends easily and divided the responsibility among them. Time skipped after a few weeks. A few weeks had passed. Now everyone had started living together like a family. They knew a little about each other's likes, dislikes, and behavior. The Hyangs always took care of the Magnus, and the Magnus respected them a lot. Right now, Hobie and Women Cook were playing football in the rain. Namjin were standing in the balcony watching them while Jungi was near the window talking on the phone. June, Jinhyang, where are you? Jin, I'm in the balcony. June, come here. June walked there holding two mugs. Hyang, this is for you. Jin, taking the mug. What's this? June shrugged his shoulders. I don't know. Jungi Hang made it for all of us. He said he brought it from some country and that it would protect us from the changing weather. Jin, oh, thanks. June, but what are you doing here? Jin, the kids are playing in the rain. I'm watching them. June looked at them. Along with the kids, Hobie Hang has also become a kid. Jin, did you see that shot? Cook is really good at football. June, not only football, Hang. Cook is good at every sport and even in studies. I went to his meeting yesterday. His teachers were praising him a lot. I met all of them. Jin, that's great. He is good at everything. A perfect all rounder. June, you are right. Jin, watching Cook, thinking to himself, Cook is perfect in everything. His parents must be very proud of him. Being the youngest in the house is so nice. You don't need to bear any responsibility. Just live your life while elder siblings handle everything. Even at 18, his parents still give him pocket money and he hasn't lost the innocence yet. When you don't have responsibility, you can live life your own way and focus completely on studies and other things. I wish I had been like him. I wish I had gotten this chance. I wish I could have made my parents proud too. I remained just a below average student. If my parents had supported me this much, maybe my life would have been somewhere else today. I wish I could have enjoyed my childhood like this. I wish my life had been as easy as his. Smiled, but there isn't pain behind it. June, looking at Hobie, thinking to himself, Hobie Hang is playing just like a child. There is only 7 months difference between us, yet look at him, so happy, and here I am buried in files. He can play whatever he wants and enjoy life while I have to ask my boss even for permission to meet my family. His job is so good. He turned his hobby into his passion. He enjoys his work, and I don't even get 2 minutes to talk to my parents. His job seems so comfortable. Teaching dance doesn't require that much strain. He earns money while enjoying himself, and I have to use my brain for hours and work day and night just to save a little. His parents must have supported his career and given him freedom. That's why he became a choreographer. My parents simply refused. They wanted me to get a stable job, run the house, and fulfill responsibilities. I wish my parents had been supportive too. I wish my life were this easy. I wish I could live freely. I wish I could enjoy life like him. Hobihang is very lucky. I wish I could exchange my life with his. I wish I could live such a peaceful life. Smiled painfully while lost in his own thought. Yungi, watching women cook and Hobie. They are playing football in such heavy rain. Aren't they even a little scared that they might get hurt? Those there are still kids, but Hobie, instead of stopping him, he has become a child himself and is playing along with them. And Dee, the one whose hands and legs started hurting just from washing two extra dishes. Look at him now, playing football. Suddenly he feels no pain. What a drama king he is. Right now they are enjoying themselves, but by evening they will be sneezing non-stop and turn the whole house upside down. Then we will be the ones who will take care of them. Looking at Jimin, who was helping a woman calm her baby by dancing and making cute faces. This boy is always the first to help others, whether children or adults. Everyone loves him. It's called the Jimin effect. He is truly a good person. His heart is so pure. He is so polite and well mannered. His parents must be very proud of him. He is just like an angel. He can't bear to see anyone in pain. Even at this age, he still has so much innocence. His life must have been very easy. He is very lucky. He probably never met bad people, otherwise, his innocence wouldn't have survived. I wish my life had been this easy too. I wish I had met good people in my life. I wish people loved me the way they loved Jimin. I wish I had such a comfortable life where I could enjoy every moment like this. Maybe then I wouldn't feel so lonely. I wouldn't be afraid of trusting people. I wouldn't have had to keep myself so busy that I don't even get proper sleep. I wish my parents had understood me. I wish I could have become a good son like Jimin. I wish I had been given an easy life like his. I wish I had a peace in my life just like him, smiling peacefully, remembering his life's struggle. After some time, they all happily returned home, totally soaked in water. Hobie directly took them in the washroom for a warm shower. Yoongi served them drinks which he prepared for everyone. Jin was drying Tea's hair with a towel. Yoongi was drying Cook's hair. June was drying Hobie's hair, who was sitting on the couch, and drying Jimin's hair, who was sitting on the floor. T. Jin Hyang, you know I made so many goals and our team won. Jin, we were watching you. You played so well. Cook, your shot was so cool. Cook smiled. Thank you so much, Yang. Yoongi, and you too win because this hobby's baby one was busy with playing a baby. Hobby was playing alone with you two. Jimin, Dad, baby was crying badly. Her mama wasn't able to calm her down, so I only helped her. Baby was more important than a match. Tea sipped the drink and dramatically fell on the floor. Ah! Pressed his hand on his chest. What's this? Looked at Yoongi with betrayed eyes. You gave me poison? Ah! Looked at Jimin. Soulmate, tell my mama and dad I love them. Ah, I'm dying. Goodbye, everyone. Jin came with a strawberry cake. Oh, then who will eat strawberry cake? Cook. Jin Yang, T Yang is going to die, so give me his share of strawberry cake to me. T said, Strawberry cake? Who brought a strawberry cake? Why didn't anyone tell me? June, Yoongi Hang brought the strawberry cake for everyone when you all were busy playing. Jimin took T's share of strawberry cake. But what will you do now? You are going to die soon. Cook, you can eat. T, no. Snatch the cake. Now I see my strawberry, so I won't die. Eat the cake. It's so yum. Thank you, Yoongi Hang. I forgive you for giving me poison. Hobie, looking at T, thinking to himself, T is so dramatic, but his cheerful smile is completely natural. There is no filter in it. Even at this age, his innocence looks so beautiful. It doesn't show childishness, it shows how pure his heart is and how kind he truly is. He has grown older, but the child inside him is still just as pure. This dramatic side of his dad carefree laughter, it makes him different, special. He has no worries about the future. He has parents who take care of him. He has everything I ever wished for. His life seems perfect. I wish my life were this real too. I wish I could laugh this freely and live my life openly. I wish I didn't need to this fake cheerful mask just to hide my pain. I wish people accepted me the way they accept him. I wish life had given me at least one chance. I wish life always stayed this beautiful. I wish I were free from responsibilities too. I wish I could express my opinions and desires so easily. I wish my parents cared for me the way his parents cared for him. I wish I had received even a little support. I wish I didn't have to hide my pain. I wish I had made my parents proud. I wish I hadn't buried my own wishes and could be as expressive as him. I wish I could change my life just once. I wish I could live freely even if only for a moment. I wish my life would be as simple as his. Smiled, but the smile carried quite pain. Yoongi was leaving for another business trip. From the balcony, Cook watched him walk out of the house with his back coldly talking on phone. Cook, looking at Yoongi, thinking to himself, Yoongi Hang's job is so good. He's always traveling by plane, always getting chances to go to different countries and see the world. We have to spend money just to go outside somewhere, but he actually gets paid to travel. His life must be amazing. It must be so fun viewing new places every day, flying in airplanes, eating different food, wearing new clothes, meeting new people. His job feels like a dream job where you don't even have to struggle. You can sleep whenever you want, eat whenever you want, and go whenever you want. No tension, no studying, no competition, no pressure from parents, no scolding, no endless questions, no exam, no stress. Just travel, eat, and enjoy life. Wow, what a life! His parents must be really proud of him. They must be so happy because he is successful and has achieved everything in life. I wish my life were this good too. I wish my parents were satisfied with me like that. I wish I didn't have to study day and night. I wish I didn't have to keep competing all the time. I wish I didn't have to prove myself again and again. I wish I could travel to new places, try new food, and stop worrying about my future. I wish I got paid just to travel. I wish I had a dream job like his, a job without hard work where my parents would be happy and I could be happy too. But my parents always say if I don't get good grades, I won't enter a good university. If I don't enter a good university, I won't get a good job. And if I don't get a good job, I won't ever settle in life. Yet Junghyang is already settled. I just want a life like that. A life without tension or problem, only happiness. But I know I'm not that lucky. I can never become like him. All the problems are written in my fate. He smiled faintly, hiding the ache in his heart. T was arguing with a man who was holding a big carton box. T was trying to take the carton box from his hand, but he refused. T, why don't you understand? Jin Yang won't mind if you give this parcel to me. Man, this is a limited edition clothing parcel. I can't hand it over to you. I was instructed to deliver it only to Mr. Jin. T. Jin Yang is my Yang. He never refused me anything. Man, sorry sir, this is against our policy. Could you please call him? T. Jin Yang! Jin Yang! Someone is here to meet you. Jin, coming downstairs. Who is it? T went to him. Yang, look, he isn't giving me the parcel. He says he will only give it to you. Please come and tell him I'm your younger brother. I'm responsible. Jin patted his head. Yes, you are very responsible. To the men, please come inside. Men, sir, I brought the limited edition clothes. Please check them once. Jin, please have a seat. To T. T, go upstairs. We have some work here. T, okay. T had gone upstairs, but instead of resting, he quietly stood near the balcony, peeking down below. Jin was checking the limited edition clothes and discussing something with the delivery man. T, looking at Jin, thinking, wow, Jin Yang's job is really so good. He have to go all the way to the mall to buy these clothes. But for him, the clothes come directly to the house. These are limited editions outfits, only very rich people can afford them. Jin Hyang must get to wear such clothes easily. I have seen those stores. They are so luxurious. Everything is comfortable. AC turning on all the time. He probably never ever feels the heat. He must earn a lot of money for his job. He only has to stand there. Customers choose clothes themselves. He doesn't even have to convince anyone much. There is no school, no marks, no scoldings from parents, no comparisons. How nice it must be. Wake up in the morning to go to a beautiful store full of luxury, then come back home in the evening and you get paid for it. There is no hard work in this. Anyone could do it. You don't even need to study. His life is so comfortable. I wish my life were this comfortable too. I wish people didn't scold me. I wish everyone trusted me and thought I was responsible. I wish I got the same respect. I wish I were as handsome and capable as him. I wish I could wear luxury clothes and live in comfort like him. I wish my life had no problems, no tension. I wish I had a good job where I only had to stand and smile. But I know my life isn't written that way. I will have to struggle a lot. My parents are already not happy with me. I don't know if I will ever make them proud. I always end up disappointing them. Jin Hyang's parents must be proud of him. He can do everything and I can't do anything properly. Why is his life so easy and mine so difficult? I just wish I could live a comfortable life like his even once. Smiled softly, but his eyes quietly filled with hurt. It was past midnight. Jimin stood outside June's door. He quietly peeked inside and saw June busy in an online meeting, speaking fluently in English. Watching him, Jimin thought to himself, Jimin, looking at June. June Hyang speak English so well. It feels like a foreigner is talking. Even my English teacher didn't speak this fluently. His life must be so easy. Everyone listens to him and respects his words. He is tall and intelligent. His job is amazing. He finds solutions to problems so quickly. His mind is really sharp and he looks good too. Always polite and humble. His parents must be very proud of him. His life seems completely settled. No one probably scolded him either because he never makes mistakes. I hope one day I can make my parents proud like him. I wish I could become settled in life like him. I wish people respected me the way they respect him. I wish I could solve problems the way he does so easily. I wish I were as tall as him. I wish I were as intelligent. I wish everyone respected me. I wish people loved me this much. I wish my life had no worries like this. His life looks so sorted. I wish mine could be too. I wish I didn't worry about my future. I wish I could become someone like him one day. I want a perfect life like this. I wish I never made mistakes like him. Smiled, but there was quite pain behind it. 7 people, 7 perspectives, 7 ways of seeing the world. 7 hidden desires, 7 dreams, 7 wishes, 7 unheard, unseen pains. But one thing was common between them. They believed others' lives were easier than their own. They felt their pain and struggle were greater than anyone else. Each of them wished to live someone else's life, but is it really the truth? Would they truly be happy if they got the chance to live each other's lives? Think about it. Time skipped up a few weeks. A few more weeks passed. They all slowly started living together like a real family. However, their misunderstandings about one another kept growing. Each of them believed the others were living happier and more successful lives than their own. They were not jealous of each other. Instead, they blamed themselves and their fate, wondering why they hadn't been given a life as good as the others. Without knowing the truth, T's parents suddenly arrived. Without informing him, they looked extremely angry. None of the Hangs were home at that time. T was terrified. His parents had discovered his lie and were preparing to take him back home with them. T tried desperately to explain, but they refused to listen. T, Mom, Dad, please listen to me. T's dad, we don't want to hear anything anymore. How dare you to lie to us like this? And who knows how many other lies you have said? T, please trust me, I never lied. T's mom, another lie. You took money from us saying you had to pay hostel fees. If we hadn't come here to surprise you, we would never have known you wasted 7 million won. You didn't pay any hostel fee. We learned the truth from your university, something we should have heard from you first. We gave you too much freedom and love. That's why you had the courage to deceive us. Now you will quietly come back home with us. T. But my studies. T's dad. Shut up. Enough about your studies. We have seen your studies very well. His mom packed his suitcase while his dad dragged him downstairs. Jimin and Cook had already informed the Hangs. Jimin stepped forward and tried to stop them. Soon Hanks came there and requested T's parents to listen to them. Yoongi, please don't make a rush decision that might harm T's studies. I request you just listen to us once. After that, you may decide whatever you think is right. If you still want to take him, we won't stop you, but please hear us first. Jin told them everything. So that happened. We told you everything honestly. T didn't want to lie. He only wanted to surprise you. Hostel fees were very expensive. He thought living here would save your money. He had no bad intentions. T's mom, but he still hid the truth. If he was scammed, he should have told us first. We are his parents. We have the rights to know. June, you absolutely do. But at that time, he was very scared. He didn't know what to do. He is still a child. He thought if you found out about this scam, you would never trust him again. We scolded him too. Jin, we know you are worried about him. I assure you about his safety. He is safe with us. We will take care of him. Please trust us. T's mom, okay, if you all promise us to take care of him, he can stay here. Hobby, thank you so much for trusting us. Tea's parents allowed T to stay with them, but before leaving from there, they talked to him and said, Tea's mom, T, this is the last time we trust you. If you hide anything again, you will come straight home. T, I promise I won't hide anything from you again. T's dad, remember, we send you here to study, secure your future, find a good job, and settle in life. Never forget that. T, I remember everything. I will study hard and settle down. I won't disappoint you. Hobby, overhear their conversations. I had always thought T's parents were supportive and gave him freedom, but that wasn't true. He didn't even have the right to make small decisions about his own life. He carried the same pressure. Once I did, perhaps even more. At least I had the courage to stand up for my dreams. But he didn't even have that freedom. I thought his life was the perfect, but now I realized his life isn't easier. It's harder. My struggles were nothing in front of his pressure. Jin noticed nowadays Cook was behaving a little weird. He wasn't talking or playing more. He bit his lower lip and nails. First he shrugged the thought because he had some exam pressure. He came to kitchen to bring the water bottle, but saw Cook was doing the dishes instead of tea. He noticed Cook's hands were shaking, he was sweating, his breathing wasn't normal, he was looking terrified. Jin softly, Cook. Cook flinched hard and dropped the dish. Yeah. Jin, easy. Why are you doing the dishes? Where is tea? Cook, Ti Hang and Jimin Hang are studying for their exams. I requested Ti Hang to do the dishes. Do you need anything? Jin, I forgot my water bottle. Cook washed his hand and gave him a water bottle with shaky hands. Water. Jin, took the water bottle from his hand and drank while examining Cook's condition, thinking in mind, is he getting the anxiety attack? Cook, Jinhang, why are you looking at me like this? Jin tried grounding technique. Can you tell me 5 things that you can see right now? Cook, 5 things? Looked here and there. Bottle, couch, jar, dishwash, and bowl. Jin, touch the texture of 4 things. Cook, touch the bottle. It's cold. Touch Jin's hands. Your hand is warm. Touch the wall. It's smooth. Touch the marble floor. It's hard. Jin, tell me the things that you can hear right now. Cook, concentrating. Clocks tick tick. T and Jimin Hang's voice. Closed his eyes and focused more. Fan sound. Jin, tell me 2 things that you can smell right now. Cook, dishwash soapy smell and sniffed. Opening fridge and smelling milk. Milk smell. Jin, tell me the taste of 1 thing that you can eat right now. Cook looked here there, ate a pinch of salt. It, it's salty. Jin slowly nodded his head. Cook, why did you tell me to do all those things? Jin, I was just checking you can do that or not. Anyways, leave it and come with me. I'm not feeling well. My back is hurting. Give me a massage. Cook, just give me a few minutes. I will quickly do the dishes. Jin, no, come with me. Hobby will do this. Jin took Cook in his room and told Hobby to sleep with tea today. Jin was laying and Cook was massaging his back. Jin was talking with him and found out Cook was overstressed because of his exam result and future. He was overthinking. Cook, I have to score more than 95%. I have to clear university entrance exam in first attempt. Everyone has very high hopes with me. I have to become successful and settle in my life. I have to give my parents a better life. I have to make them proud of me. Jin, why are you thinking about future? Did someone tell you something? Cook, I'm the youngest in my family. I swear my all the cousins are settled in their lives. I have to settle too. I'm the youngest. I have to match the bar that my cousins set. I don't have the option to back away. Jin, can you give me a hug? I'm missing my family. Turned around. Cook, hugged him. Don't worry, Hang, I'm here. You can sleep. Jin hugged him back. Thank you so much. Jin was petting Cook's back while hugging him and he quickly fell asleep. Jin was in deep thought. He was thinking being the youngest Cook's life much easier than him, but he was wrong. Jin, I thought youngest life is much easier because they don't need to worry about anything. But I forget every coin has two sides. I only notice some smoother side. I forget if elder one has to bear the responsibility, then younger one has to bear the pressure. If elder one set the bar, then younger one has to touch that bar. I only saw his smile and perfect all-rounder side, but I fail to notice how much pressure he must be feeling to achieve it. In such a young age, he is feeling this pressure that he got anxiety attacks. My life's pressure isn't like him. I never felt this pressure at such a young age. In my life is much easier than his. At least everyone listens to me. Yoongi just returned from his business trip and found Jimin was sleeping on the couch holding books. He smiled and covered him with his yellow blanket. He slowly took the books from his hand and closed it. He found his personal diary there. He didn't want to read the diary but couldn't hold himself. He read the diary and realized how wrong he was about Jimin. He always thought Jimin was very happy in his life. His caring and never hurting side was his nature, but after reading his diary, he knew the truth. Yoongi, I never even imagined that he is hiding this pain behind his beautiful eye smile and humble nature. He acted to be this good because he has the fear of losing people. I didn't know behind his happiness there is a fear. He is insecure about his place and personality. But why? Why is he forcing himself to smile in pain? I thought at least he is living the best life. He didn't have any problem because he has a heart of gold. But I forgot there is no place for such type of person. I'm glad that my life isn't like him. I would never bear such pressure. I can't please everyone. I really feeling bad for him. How much pressure he is bearing. He is trying to make everyone happy except himself. His life is much harder than mine. Note, all the incidents are from different days and times. June was standing outside of Hobie's dance studio holding a pen drive. In the morning rush, his pen drive of presentation exchanged with Hobie's pen drive of songs. He came here to return Hobie's pen drive but stopped at the door frame, seeing Hobie in sweating yet dancing with full concentration, teaching the dancers steps for the new dance music video. A man was watching them. Dancer 1. Sir, can we take a small break? We have been practicing since the morning. We are tired. Hobie. Okay, let's take a 5-minute break. Men. Hoshok. Are you sure till tomorrow the dance will ready? Hobie. While catching his breath. Don't worry. Your all the 4 songs are ready. Only final touches are left. Tell the director we are ready with dancers. We will reach at the shooting location on time. Men. Thank you so much for helping us at the last moment. Hobie smiled. It's my pleasure to work with you. Men. You will choreograph our next music video too. Hobie. Thank you so much. June, looking at Hobie, thinking in mind. I thought there is no hard work in teaching dance. It's very simple and easy job, but it's not at all an easy job. It requires more energy. Being a choreographer doesn't mean you just need to teach a step one time and sit there and supervise them, but you have to practice with dancers and encourage them all the time. I had no idea that a 3-5 minutes video takes a whole month of hard work. It's definitely not an easy job. It's very easy to say that if you make your hobby your profession, you will love your work. But the truth is, either it's your hobby or a profession at same point. When you are under pressure for completing the target, you don't enjoy your work. I thought his life is very easy, but after seeing his hard work, I realized his job requires more mental and physical strength than mine. I only need to use my mental strength. I work in an AC office. Just look at him. He can't even breathe properly. He's still talking politely with a smile. Perhaps I can't handle this pressure. I can't be polite and smile like him all the time. He shows he's very happy, but the truth is, he's hiding the pain and tension behind his cheerful personality. I'm glad that at least my life isn't this stressful. He came to Jin's luxurious clothing brand store for informing him that he and Jimin were going out with their friends. They called him, but he didn't pick that. He was about to enter, but stopped at door frame after seeing a teen girl was talking with him in rude and mannerless way. Yet Jin was replying her with smile and politely. Girl, I don't want to listen to anything. I want that shirt, then I want. I don't know where you will get it from. Jin, ma'am, please try to understand that the shirt was a limited edition that was sold out in the morning itself. We already pre ordered your request. We will inform you as soon as the stock reaches here. Girl, how can you talk with me like that? I'm your customer. I will make a video and post on social media. I'm warning you, I will make you lose your job. If you don't want this, then give me that shirt. I'm ready to pay double amount. Jin, ma'am, it's not about money. When we don't have that shirt, then how will we give it to you? Please try to understand. We already ordered for the next stock. It will come soon. Girl, I'm not interested to hear your lies. T. While looking at Jin and thinking in mind, Jin Hyang has so much patience. If they were my parents, then they wouldn't take much time to slap me. He's still smiling and replying her calmly even after she was disrespecting him and shouted at him. There is no chair. That means he's standing for 8 to 10 hours. And please, such type of dumb and nonsense customers. I always thought his life is much easier than mine, but now I realized his happiness was fake. All the time he was hiding his tiredness behind his calm smile. He is so strong. His job is harder than my studies. I only have to study, but he has to handle such toxicity. I'm glad my life isn't like him. Yeah, I have a pressure, but at least it's free from toxicity. Don't know how much more pain he is surprising behind his politeness. No, I don't want a life like him. I'm happy with my life. Jimin placed a mug of strong black coffee on the table before heading to June and Yoongi's room. June told him to sleep in his room as he had some important work to do. Jimin was standing at the balcony and looking at June, who was busy in phone call, holding a file in his hand and eyes on the laptop. He was busy making a financial report. Jimin, in mind, I thought Jun Hyang's job was very easy. He has sharp mind so he can solve any problem instant. But I forget that for getting a solution he must have to stay up all night and work on the project. There isn't any answer sheet where he can match his answer. If the decision taken by him proved to be wrong, the company will suffer huge losses, the cost of which he may have to bear. His job is very difficult. There is no fund to pay the loss. Only a few people teased me. I only feel bad about their words, but I don't have to answer anyone. I don't have to bear the financial loss. But he bear all this. No, I don't want such pressure. I won't handle this stressful life. My life is far better than this. Cook came to Yoongi's room to take his clothes for laundry. He saw there was a diary on the table. He picked the diary and found out there was a schedule of Yoongi's ongoing and upcoming projects. Cook, in mind, what's this? Why are three flights of different countries mentioned here at the same day? Flipping the pages, there are many more flights details mentioned along with the project details. That means Yoongi Hang has to travel so many countries at the same time for his work. If he travels all day, when will he rest? Well, that's when I wondered why he had so many jet lags. I thought his job was very easy. His life was perfect because he had to travel by plane every day. But how wrong I was. He used to travel by plane not for fun but to work. His job isn't easy. My life is far better than his. At least I can get time for rest. But he doesn't get any time for himself. All the time he was busy traveling. If I get to travel like him, I might even forget my own name. Don't know how he managed everything with smile. I never heard him complaining about anything. And here is me who used to think my life is very difficult just because I have to study hard to achieve my goals. I don't want her life like him where I don't get time for myself and for my family. I'm happy with the life I have gotten. I don't want to be like Chung Hyang. I don't want a life like him. They had always believed other people's lives were easy while theirs were the hardest. But after witnessing each other's struggles, they realized something important. Compared to what others were silently enduring, their own hardship weren't as unbearable as they once thought. Their lives might not be perfect, but yet weren't as painful as they had imagined either. This incident changed the way they looked at one another. Time skipped after a year. A year had passed since they came to this house and became a family. To celebrate completing 1 year together, they planned a small terrace party. While having dinner, they laughed, remembered their memories, and confessed what they used to think about each other and how wrong they had been. Jin, I used to think Cook's life was easy because he was younger and didn't have responsibilities. But when I saw his anxiety attack and talked to him, I realized how much pressure about the future he carries. Compared to that, my life feels much easier. Yoongi, I thought Jimin's life was easy because everyone loves him, but when I read his diary, I realized his life isn't perfect at all. He's scared of people's opinion. He always speaks kindly so he won't lose anyone, and even if someone hurts him, he stays silent because he fears they might leave him. Seeing how much pressure he lives under, I realized my life is easier than his. Hobby. I thought T's life was easy because he is still childish and cheerful. His dramatic, innocent nature is so lovable that no one could ever be angry at him. But after hearing his parents and his conversation, I realized how much pressure he has to settle his future and make his parents proud at such a young age. After seeing that, my own life felt easier. June, I believed Hobie Hang's life was very easy because he turned his hobby into his profession, so his work must be enjoyable and stress free. But when I visited his studio and saw the pressure of finishing every choreography and practicing endlessly with dancers, I realized I was wrong. I only work mentally, but he works mentally, physically, and emotionally. Compared to him, my life is easier. Jimin. I thought Joon Hyang's life was perfect because he solves every problem quickly. But when I saw him working all night, buried in files, I understood his life isn't easy. A whole company's profit and loss depends on his decisions. Compared to that, my life is easier because no one's future depends on my choice. T. I believed Junhyang's job was easy, just standing in a luxury store and wearing expensive clothes. But when I visited his store and saw a customer speaking rudely to him while he still smiled and responded politely, I realized his job isn't easy at all. I could never be that patient. I actually like my life more now. I would want this. Cook. I thought Yoongi Hang just travel the world and enjoy life. But when I saw his scheduled diary, I realized he doesn't travel for fun. He constantly moves from one country to another for work. suffers jet lags and barely sleeps, yet he never complains. I want a good job in future, but not one where I have no time for myself or my family. Compared to him, my life feels easier. Jin smiled. So we all thought others had easier lives, but after learning the truth, we realized everyone is struggling in their own way. June. Classic. The grass is greener on the other side. Jungi. We can't understand someone's pain until we truly see it. After seeing others struggle, we started appreciating our own lives. Hobby. Everyone has struggles, pain, and happiness. We think others have it easy because we only see their sunny side, not their storms. Jimin. Every life carries its own joys and hardships, and people receive only as much pain as they have the strength to bear. T. My dad used to say, no one gets more than fate allows, and no one is denied what is truly meant for them. Cook. We just need courage to face every problem bravely. Everyone has problems, it's only a matter of perspective. Jin, raising his glass of juice. Then let's celebrate to our 1 year as a family. Everyone, cheers to our future. With that, they all happily started eating and celebrating their first anniversary as a family together. Life never writes only success, it always writes struggle beside it. We look at others and think they are lucky. We see their smiles, their achievements, their perfect moments. But we never see the nights they cried, the fear they hide, or the battles they fought alone. We wish for someone else's life, yet we never wish for their pain. Success that comes easily fades easily. The success that stays is built on patience, tears, and courage. So don't run from your story, don't hate your journey, because no one in this world can live your life better than you. And one day, the struggle you are surviving today will become the strength you are proud of tomorrow. We often measure our lives by what others show us, forgetting we only see their calm surface, never the storms they endure in silence. The people we envy are quietly fighting battles we were never meant to witness. Adulthood doesn't make life easier, it simply changes the weight each heart must carry. Happiness isn't found in living someone else's story. It begins the moment you recognize your own worth and become grateful for what life has truly given you. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. Happy third anniversary, everyone. I can't believe we completed 3 years together. I was thinking a special story for third anniversary special, and this concept came in my mind. The grass is greener. Nowadays, people are more active on social media. They show their luxurious and happy lifestyle. We envy to see them and think their lives seem easier than ours. their lives are perfect. We often wish to have life like them, but the truth is beyond what we see. We only see people's success, not the hard work and struggle behind it. And when we came to know about this, we start liking our life more. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with a new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on the decision. Thanks for watching.